afternoon, everybody. I'm Alexander Midnight, and today we are going to be reviewing 7-zip again and how to install it. Please wait while I get it up on the web page. 7-zip comes in new editions every so often, and I'm overdue to update mine, so let's get it up on a search result. And here we have the 7zip.org webpage. Go here, and you want the most recent edition for your type of PC. If you have a 64-bit, use x64. If you have 32-bit, use 32-bit x86. And you do so for the type of PC you have. For me, I have a Windows PC, so I'll be installing it on Windows. And we're going to install it now. In 7-zip, then install, and then you close. And what 7-zip does is it creates a compression file around your computer like a case. Around a file that you're creating like a case around it. And that compression algorithm can also have the effect of encrypting the file. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So we're going to create a document, and we're just going to call this document something silly like come and see. I'm in a statement, and then we'll hold on a second. There we go. Save as. Sorry, I can't see that well. We want, where is save as? Here we go, save as. And then we choose ODF document, and the title will be biblically underscore diverse. Alright, and then we will save it to this PC. We will go to users, midnight, desktop, and save. Exit out. Now we find the file, and here it is up here. We left click on it. If you're in Windows set 11, you click add more options, and then you will see the 7-zip in the menu. Then you hit add to archive. Now here is the way it's all set up, and you can choose any name you want for it. I'm just going to keep it the way it is, but you can even encrypt the name of the file. And I'm going to just keep it the way it is just to prove a point, but then we're going to create, if we want to encrypt it, we create a password, and my password will be super secret. Got you, didn't I? And then we will use, is there any other Alright, I guess we have to use Advanced Encryption Standard 256. And then we will also delete original files after compression, and we'll also check compressed shared files. And all right. And then we will choose the split of volumes and bytes, and we're going to just do the no. Let's do, how about none? I'm not going to do that. And then you can choose to share your password or not. I don't do that when I'm doing videos. It's just for security reasons. Then we will do solid block size, which is the amount of the way blocks are. We're not going to do 2 GB instead. We're going to do, I think 120 megabytes should be enough. And dictionary size can be 32 megabytes. Now the block size is the amount of encryption blocks that are used in the AES standard. I'm just doing it basic because it's not that important, but the more blocks you use, the harder it is to solve. But I'm going to be honest with you, if you use brute force program, brute force password cracker, and you have the right dictionary, this will still get cracked. But very few people have access to that type of, to those dictionaries, so you should be relatively safe. But if you are under threat, then I would use the highest level of block size that your computer supports. You can find information on what your computer supports online. I'm just doing it this way just to prove a point. Okay, and we'll keep the path names, and then we will click OK, and you watch it encrypt. And now you see that the file has been encrypted. After you do this, what you do next is empty recycling bin, and then as an extra security measure, you use the PowerShell and you type in the command cipher to overwrite everything on the drive it was on the drive that the file was saved to. After deleting, this will hopefully deter people from recovering the file using recovery software. After that, now let's extract the file. Access the file. So we come here and we do the drop down menu again, select 7-zip, and then select open archive, and voila, type in your password and you can access your file. Anyway, this has been a review on 7-zip with Alexander Midnight. I hope you understand the use of this application, and if you have any questions, I suggest you go research the answers. There's plenty of documentation online, and you can find this stuff if you look hard enough. I am always here as a resource if you need me, and if you really want to get into privacy, I would go check out GhostRats again. He's a great resource, and shout out to GhostRats again. Hope you're having an excellent day. Bye. Anyway, this has been Alexander Midnight, signing off.